Okay, so this is the solution for number 2f for type 2. In this, we want to factor 36r squared minus 36rs plus 9s squared. So we have a 3-term polynomial, so we call this a trinomial. So the first thing that you have to check, okay, so even if you have a trinomial, you have to check whether you have a common factor for the numbers and for the variables. That's the first thing that you have to check. So you can see 36, 36, and 9. So these numbers are all divisible by 9, and that's the highest divisor for the three numbers. That means the common factor, the highest common factor is 9. So we check the variables. We have r squared, we have r on the second, but there's no r on the third, so that means r is not a common factor. S is present in the second and on the third term, but is not present in the first term, so that means S is not a common factor. So the only common factor here and the highest common factor is 9. Once you have found the highest common factor, start dividing each term by the highest common factor. 36r squared divided by 9 is 4r squared. 36rs, so that's 36 divided by 9 is 4. Then r and s will remain the same. In the third term, 9s squared divided by 9 is 1. So you see 1. And then s squared will remain as s squared. And then in some cases, after factoring out the highest common factor, the remaining expression can be factored as well. So we have to check. This is a 4r squared. A 4 is a perfect square. This is 1s squared, so that's also a perfect square. So we could somehow think of two binomials that will result to 4r squared minus 4rs plus s squared. So simply make a parenthesis and then try to determine the factors of 4r squared. So we have 2r and 2r, that will give you 4r squared. And then for the s squared, we have s times s. To know whether this combination is the right combination for the factors, we have to check the sum. We have to check the sum of the inner and the outer. The inner is negative 2rs. The outer is negative 2rs. If the sum of these two is the middle term of the quadratic trinomial, then we have the right combination of factors. So again, the factored form of the expression is 9 times 2r minus s and then 2r minus s, which is equivalent to 9 times 2r minus s squared. To summarize what we have done here, it's very important that you check first if there is any common factor, and you have to pick the highest common factor, both for the numbers and for the variables. In this case, we have found it to be 9. We simplify the expression by factoring out by 9. And then we eventually had an expression that can still be factored into 2r minus s and 2r minus s. Hence, the final form, the final factored form is 9 times 2r minus s squared. Okay, so that's it.